Hi, Assalamualaikum to my beloved lecturer, Dr. Faradila, and my fellow friends. Today I would like to present about my final year project that comes with the title Factor Influence the Intention in Adapting Green Building Technology. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is SYAHMI bin HAMSUDDIN. I'm from AM 2266A and my metric number is 2019 68 95 54. Research background. The environment is the most dominant and important space for all human beings because it is able to influence human life to the indirectly to the sea level being life. However, it is threatened by the various pollution threats such as air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, and greenhouse effect, which are believed to have an adverse effect on the human and the environment. In Malaysia, various efforts and action taken by the Malaysian government to overcome the problem of the pollution and the global warming. So, one of the human attempt to solve the problem with adoption of the green technology. There are 5 factors that were found to influence the desire of adopt green building technology, namely economic issues, attitude and market, information, knowledge and awareness, management and government, as well as technology and training. So, problem statement. So there are 5 problem statements that we found. Number 1, the acceptance of the green building technology is difficult to be accepted by the public in a short period of the time due to the change of the occurred in the process of adapting green building technology, especially the developers. For the number 2 is, in Malaysia specifically in the Penang, the difficulties in the enhancing the green building are due to the lack of knowledge. So for the number 3, the difficulties for the developers or a stakeholder and the shareholder are because the cost is higher than the common building that been built. So for the number 4, management support motivation give a good impact while the defects on the green building technology lead. So the lastly is, this is because the market of the green building technology is low compared to the common building, as a green building will not be constructed in the field of industry, according to Abidin in 2010. Thank you. So for 3.0 research question and the research objective. So researchers need to prepare their objective of the project. So what is their goal, what is their needs, and what kind of information that the researcher need. So for me, I identify 7 objective and several goals. So which is, number 1 is, what is the level of intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So the question for number 2 is whether there is any relationship between economic issue and intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So the number 3 is whether there is any relationship between attitude and market and intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So for the number 3, whether there is any relationship between information, knowledge and awareness and intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So for the number 5 is whether there is any relationship between management and government and intention in adopting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So for the number 6 is whether there is any relationship between technology and training and intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. And then for the last one is which of the predictors show the strongest influence toward the intention in adapting green building technology among the Malaysian public. So this reflection to this question reflection to research objective. 4.0 conceptual framework. So a conceptual framework illustrates what I expect to find through my research. It defines the relevant variable for my study and map out how they might relate to each other. I need to construct a conceptual framework before I begin collecting data. So as you can see on my slide, there are two types of variable, which is independent variable, and then the other one is dependent variable. Alright. 5.0 research methodology. So research methodology is a specific procedure of the technique used to identify, select, process and analyze information about the topic. In research paper, the methodology section allows the reader to critically evaluate the study overall validity and reliability. The methodology section consists 2 main questions: how the data collected and or generated, how they been analyzed. So for my project, Number one is research design by doing a quantitative survey. And then for the next process is unit of analysis, which mean I'm looking for Malaysia to answer my question. So for the number 3, sampling techniques, which is a non-probability convenience apply, which I will select sample based on the subjective judgment of the researcher rather than random selection. And the lastly is data measurement. The 5 factors that adoption of green technology building among the Malaysia become a variable and being measured by using the Likert scale. 5.0 finding. The main result of the research project obtain the finding through what is proposed, disclosed or shown by the project to the respondent. This usually refer to the overall result rather than the conclusion or recommendation drawn from the as a finding provide each set of the data required in detail. So the result gained from the survey or from the project consists is number 1, there more female than male answer the survey, which is 51.5% with a different 10%. Alright, for the number 2 profile is the age, which is 20 to 29 years old become the highest age that answer more survey than other age. Number 3, which is the status, single person become the highest status with the 53.3 from overall. And then the number 4 is highest education level, degree holder become the most highest respondent, get 37.3% from the overall, and the lowest one is the PhD holder. For the number 5, profile 5, working sector, student become the highest respondent with 30.6% from the overall. And the lastly, number 6, current living area, which nominated by the semi-urban living area with a 43.3% from the overall. 6.0 main finding. It consists 7 main findings, which are the number 1 is to examine the level of intention in the adoption green building technology among the Malaysian public using the normality test, and the result is positive. So for the number 2, determine the relationship between economic issue and intention in adopting green building technology among the Malaysian public. Also get the positive result by using a Pearson correlation analysis. So for the number 3 objective, number 3, to determine the relationship between attitude and the market and intention in adopting green building technology among the Malaysian public. Also get the positive result by using Pearson correlation analysis. For the number 4, to determine the relationship between information, knowledge and awareness and intention in adopting green building among Malaysian people, by using a Pearson correlation analysis also get a positive result. So the number 5 is determine the relationship between management and the government and intention in adopting green building among Malaysian. By using the Pearson correlation analysis, get also the same result is positive. So the number 6, determine the relationship between technology and the training and intention in adopting green building technology among the Malaysian public, which using Pearson correlation also analysis get a positive result. For the lastly objective, which to identify the strongest predictor that influence the intention in adopting the green building technology among the Malaysian public, also get a positive result based on result multiple regression. The positive result from the objective that have been set show that most of the people know about the thing related to the environment and various information related to green building technology. 7.0 research recommendation. So the number 1 is a promote cooperation between the university and the Malaysian government, which means the government support the local university to do more research or innovation of the product that can give benefit to all person. So the number 2 is diversify ways to obtain research information. I suggest to the use more method other than survey or various way to get more information related to green building technology and the environment, as can be held in a forum with the expert. So for the number 3, the importance of innovation and creativity, I also suggest more product created in the country through the cooperation of many parties, such as local university, developer and the government. Through innovation, it will make the product cheaper and affordable compared to the foreign product that require high cost to import and maintain. And then for the last one is the lack of the marketing strategy and promotion. I also suggest more marketing done through the various social media and through the manufacturing on the TV to attract more people and give awareness about the green technology product. Zero research limitation. So the number one is a limited model, which means the limitation for this study is having a limited model where there are 5 independent variables and 1 dependent variable. Limited number of variables can narrow other factors that cause the green building technology to be less popular or less attractive. So for the number 2 is a limited sample, which means the limitation of the sample in this study is being conveyed by the number of the sample involved, which are about 330. The low number of the sample show that the study is not exposed and acknowledged by many people. The awareness, information and the knowledge of the respondent can be gained by answering the survey too. So when the number of the sample is low, the number of the people who know about the green building technology also low. Alright, so for the number 3 is sectional survey, which means the limitation for this study include the research design, which is using cross-sectional survey. The cross-sectional survey only took the survey for the once, so the differences cannot be seen truly to make a great comparison from the beginning to the ending stage. The effect of the time change through the study also cannot be measured or identified, as it one-time data collection taken, so it cannot be used to analyze over a period of time. So for the number 4 is weakness of the quantitative survey are also one of the limitations in this study, because it has a tendency to be a bias. This is because the respondent may respond to the survey according to the ranking that been stated. Respondents who want to respond to the survey based on their observation can hardly be expressed into the number. So they will take any ranking from 1 to 5 to indicate their observation on the factor that influence the adoption of the green building technology that is close. So for the number 5 is ignorance for the causal relationship between, which means the limitation of this study also include the ignorance for causal relationship. In this study, in straightforward relationship, the causal actuality may have occurred differently from the straightforward relationship. For example, the concept of mediating and the moderating effect may have an intervention from other causes, which is the intervening variable that will lead to 75 factors that have been mentioned in this study. The root of the causality may be hindered to the exact method to overcome the issue are not so accurate. So, alright, so 9.0 conclusion. The environment is very important to be taken care of because there are so many life, including the human, biodiversity and ecosystem that depending on its environment. Social and economic are interconnected and interrelated to each other. It also helps in achieving a balanced ecosystem and achieving a sustainable development goals. Government or non-government organization must be incorporated to provide more initiatives that help in encouraging, enhancing and strengthening the adoption of the green building technology and others methods to reduce the environmental issue.